What's going on YouTube? So I'm having to hold this microphone like this today because it died on me earlier. So when I made my outtake video, it didn't record any audio, which really... Guys, we just finished up our shoulder workout of the day. Progressively overloaded the shoulders. I did it fasted. It was a phenomenal workout. 10 out of 10 workout. Please give this workout a try. Guys, if you're trying to fill out your shoulders, if you're trying to have a really good aesthetically looking shoulders from front to back, this workout is the workout for you. I really am emphasizing rear delts now. 2 to 3 exercises per workout. Super high reps, super high volume, making sure I'm forcing as much blood into that area as I possibly can. So what I'm doing, and what you'll see throughout this workout, is in between major compound movements or my main movements, I'm making sure I throw a rear delt exercise in for 2 or 3 sets, and I'm forcing as much blood in the muscle as possible by adding at least 20 reps to the program every single week. So each set, 18 to 20 reps. Weight choice is very important. Your form is very important. So just look at how I do everything with rear delts and just try to mimic it as closely as you possibly can. Guys, give this workout a try. Please like and comment down below if you enjoyed this workout. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more workouts just like the one that I'm putting on today. Stay tuned. This workout's really good. You're going to love it. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will be live later today for another cardio workout, guys. So turn on the notification bell so you're notified when I go live. I will see everyone in a couple hours for an hour to 2 hour long non-stop cardio session. What's going on YouTube? Today's workout, fasted shoulders, all right? Fasted shoulders. I ate a lot last night, a lot of carbs, a lot of garbage. I'm not gonna say garbage because it was very good food, but I ate a lot of things that I would not normally eat. And if you can see, the lines in my quads are almost not there, all right? That means I'm holding a lot of water, and that's due to the amount of carbs that I've had and the amount of sugar, all right? So it's probably gonna take about a week to rebound from this. And I keep compiling the days of caloric surplus, which is not good. I gotta stop compounding these days. I need to have one day maybe where I'm in a caloric surplus, 2 days, and then the rest of the week I have literally no days where I'm in a surplus. I'm in a deficit for the rest of those days. So no matter how cold it gets outside, I gotta start putting on my shoes again and I gotta get to walking, all right? Because I can see the lines starting to disappear and that's not good. So what I'm gonna do to combat this from yesterday is I'm gonna work out and I'm gonna punish myself. I'm gonna do it fasted, all right? I made sure I had a protein shake. So I have at least protein, you know, and amino acids floating around my bloodstream, and we're gonna do shoulders as hard as we can. We're gonna start off with some warm-up stuff. Then we're gonna do some compound, we're gonna do a compound movement, and then after that, we're gonna hit rear delts. Guys, I'm really starting to target the rear delts. If you want good looking shoulders, it does not matter how good the front of your shoulder is or the medial head is on your delt. Guys, you need to have rear delts, period. I used to have insane rear delts. I could do this and you could see lines coming down my rear delts because I was doing a lot of reverse pec deck, and I'm talking about a lot. Copper Beach days, guys, I was probably doing 30 sets of rear delt work per exercise. I was killing my rear delts, all right? So I had a really good back, I had really good traps, and I had really good rear delts, and it's because I absolutely annihilated them every week, sometimes twice a week. So we're gonna do that again today. We're gonna annihilate our rear delts. I don't know how much weight I'm gonna be able to push today because, like I said, this is pretty much fasted. So we're gonna give it a go. I know last week it was 195 for my top set of 2, for my sets of 2. So 195 pounds overhead. If I drop down to 185 today and I do my 3 sets of 3 with 185 on standing overhead press, I'm going to be happy, okay? So a win is a win, chat. A win is a win in the gym. We gotta progressively overload them, which means we have to end up lifting more weight or lifting more weight, okay? Now I know that's like a play on words, whatever, but guys, you have to lift more weight on your compound movements, or you have to lift more weight in the totality of your workout. So yesterday, when I did legs, no, the day before when I did legs, it was the totality of the weight lifted throughout the workout is how I progressively overloaded them. Let's hopefully today, I'm gonna overload them with weight. If not, I'll overload them with weight at the end, okay? So we're gonna warm up. We're gonna do some arm swings just like we did last week because man, I really felt good with my arm swings. Now while I'm doing these, I'm setting my hips, guys. I'm getting my body primed to go ahead and press overhead. So I'm not just standing here doing this, all right, guys? I'm going ahead and I'm focusing and I'm getting mentally prepared to press. So I'm setting my hips. I'm getting my glutes firing, all right? I'm not gonna really have any leg drive because my legs are toast and you shouldn't have leg drive anyways if you're doing shoulders because that means you're cheating. So I'm just going ahead and I'm getting my legs set. Everything's getting set in the right spot. And then we're going to do this for probably 3 to 5 minutes. And then after 3 to 5 minutes of this, we're gonna get into our warm-up sets of overhead press and then get into our working sets, guys. So today's gonna be a 3x3. Last week was a 2x2. And then we'll do all of our volume work. So we'll hit rear delts. There's gonna be 3 rear delt exercises today. Normally people are only hitting them with 1. We're gonna hit them with 3. So. And I've got a couple exercises that I do that I'm gonna keep incorporating for the next couple weeks until my body gets used to them. And then we're gonna move on to something else. Guys, remember, there's like 1,000 different variations for each muscle group. So you should never, 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 plateau, okay? That's the method we go by, guys. Should I repeat myself? Should I repeat myself, chat? We don't plateau. You want to know why? Because we don't plateau. Because we never, 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 never do the same workout. All right? All right? Guys, if you got weird shoulders, if you have kinks in your shoulders, if you have impingements in your shoulders, get them warmed up. I really don't. Okay? But when you do these, you can start off with your revolutions per minute. That can be slower, all right? But you gotta get these things firing. All right, by the end of this, your shoulders need to be firing, which means you need to be whipping these things around, chat. Get them nice and stretched out. This is not really stretching out the pec too much. Maybe when I go reverse, it'll start stretching out the pec a little bit more. But we're gonna do this for like 3 sets, and then we're gonna get started. So after like 1 set, when you start to feel a little bit of elevated heart rate, guys, just come down off of it for about 30 seconds to a minute and then we'll get started again, guys. Your goal here in your warm-up is not to tax the muscle, okay? Period. Do not tax the muscle because you need to be. Number 2. All right, guys, I'm letting my scapula retract and protract, guys, when I'm doing these. So I'm not just like keeping my shoulders back and doing this, guys. You gotta let your scapular move. Let it all move, guys. Get all the movement, because when you're pressing overhead, things gotta be set a certain way and they gotta move a certain way. If they don't move a certain way on your left and right side, you're gonna have all kinds of weird issues, guys. So you need to have proper scapular protraction and retraction, guys, throughout your body. Both sides need to be able to move freely. And you gotta have really good control over it. So I'm just trying to retract them, swing. All right. So we're gonna speed this up now. All right, 30 seconds to a minute, guys. We're gonna get into it, all right? So we're gonna start with a bar. 3, 4, 5 reps, maybe a little bit more. We're gonna get everything so it's moving properly, guys. We wanna make sure everything is gonna be moving properly by the time we actually get into our working weight sets, guys. This is the important part. Proper movement patterns, guys. Proper movement patterns. This is where it's important, guys. So, remember, man, you get better at things with time. Time in a movement means, well, time in a movement with proper movement means you're gonna get better at it, all right? You're gonna learn proper movement patterns. So now's a good time, right? When the bar is not loaded, when it's empty, all right? You're gonna come out here and you're gonna really focus on the shoulders being in the right spot. I can go ahead and tell today's gonna be weird. None of this feels light. It should feel light, but I've been beating myself up, y'all. I've been beating myself up, so that means I'm gonna have to work extra hard today. We're gonna have to work extra hard today. Extra hard, guys. It's not gonna be easy. I can go ahead and tell you it's not gonna be easy today. I'm definitely not gonna hit more than 195 on the overhead press today, guys. Not a chance. Not a chance. The bar should feel like it's not even there. All right, so another set of 2. All right, we're up to 145. 145 for a couple reps. All right, so this is the tester. I just added 40 more pounds, guys. Now I've got to get this for 3 reps. If I fail, that means I'm a failure, chat. So we're at 185 now, guys. 185. 3 reps. I remember when I could do this for like 12 to 15. There was once a time where I could do this for 12 to 15 reps. Soon, chat, soon. It'll be coming back soon. So, we're gonna take like a minute, and then we're gonna bang out our first set of 2 to 3 reps, and then we're gonna take 2 minutes off, bang out another set, and then we're gonna take 2 to 3 minutes off and bang out our last set, and then we're gonna get into a lot of our volume work, guys, with our rear delts. All right, this is small human, guys. 185 pounds. We need 3 reps. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay. She's a big girl. She's a big girl, chat. Guys, I'm gonna say a 3x3 with 185. I'm really sore right now. I'm pretty tired. I'm doing this fasted. If I get a 3x3 with this, I'm gonna say I'm probably good for about a 210 to 215 overhead press strict, which is more than I weigh, so. Let me check chat real quick. Let me check chat, see what we got. Oh, we got some chatters now, let's go. She's a big girl. Yeah, I refer to all my things in life as women. My car, and some other things. They're all women to me. They're all women to me. She's a big girl though. All right, next set of two here. Next set of three here, excuse me. Ha! It's like my mind only wants two, chat. All right, second set of three is done. Yeah, she a big girl. She's a big girl. All right, so 2 sets of 3 down. 1 more set of 3 to go. 1 more set of 3 to go. And once we do that, we're gonna do our compound movement with this and then rear delts. All right, 1 more set of 3, y'all. Kids go out and play. When I was up in my room, I let the stereo play. Those Saturdays when kids go out and play. Yo, I was up in my room, I let the stereo play. It's all inside of me. It's all inside of me. It's all inside of my head. It's all inside of me. It's coming out of me. Y'all don't know this song, but it's okay. This is like from the 90s, guys, or early 2000s, I think. 1 more set with Big Judy. Big Judy's been good to me so far, y'all. Big Judy has been good to me. Big Judy has been good to me, y'all. All right, we're gonna get Big Judy overhead for 1 more set of 3, chat. Yeah! Yeah! All right, last set of 3. Yeah! Ooh. Oh, Judy, you're a big one. You're a big one. Oh, Judy. You about broke my bag, Judy. Oh. Ah, look at that. Judy, Judy, Judy. Sheesh. Golly, boy. My gosh. Oh. All right. I got the option of 12, 10, 8 or 8, 10, 12. Do I want to start with my heaviest? Do I want to start with my heaviest? I kind of want to do behind the neck today, guys. I want to do a behind the neck press today instead of in front of me. Oh man, this is tough. This is tough, y'all. This is tough, y'all. Oh, this is tough, man. I'm already warmed up, so I should be doing my heaviest right here. 8, 10, 12. I should be doing my heaviest weight here. Suck it up, man. Suck it up, man. Suck it up. Suck it up, boy. All right. Let's go. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. We're already warmed up. I don't have any excuses. 8, 10, 12, y'all. 8, 10, 12. Let's see. Last week, I think I did this with, last time I did shoulders, I did 8, 15, 30. Last time I did 8, 15, 30. Is this enough weight? This is 145, right? Eight, 10, 12. 8, 10, 12. What do I do here? What do I do here? What do I do here? Oh man, I think this might be doing too much here. This might be doing too much here, y'all. 155. Oh boy, okay, all right. I don't know, this might be a mistake. This might be a mistake, we're gonna find out. All right, first volume set, guys, first volume set. So now we're into our volume work. We hit our main program for strength, guys. Now it's all about hypertrophy and endurance. So 8, 10, 12. 155. Perfect. Perfect weight choice. We're definitely progressively overloading the shoulders, guys. 100%. 100%. I'm fasted. I'm stronger than I was last week, guys. Oh, this is incredible. I'm 10 pounds stronger than I was last week, and I'm fasted right now. 10 pounds stronger than last week, guys. 10 pounds stronger than last week, and I'm fasted. Let's go. This is what we like to see right here. Your nervous system is destroyed. Everything's destroyed, especially after yesterday's cardio. What I did with yesterday's cardio was absolutely nuts, bro. Carrying like 100 pounds for 4 or 5 miles. Bananas, man. So, well, I think I carried a total of, I'm gonna say the average weight I carried yesterday was probably 60 pounds for like 4 to 5 miles. So we're going to do 10 reps, guys. If we can't get 10, we gotta at least get 9. We have to add 1 rep. You have to add 1 rep to this set. I dropped 10 pounds, I gotta add a rep, at least a rep, hopefully 2 reps. Put me arms right around you. I just wanna be everything to my life. Y'all know what comes after this. Our first rear delt. That's when stuff gets hard, guys. That's when we start getting into our sets of 20. That's when it gets real, chat. Sets of 20 is when it gets real. All right, 9 to 10 reps here, guys. 145. Oh yeah. Remember guys, you know what I do. You guys know I train to failure. 90% of my sets are to failure, guys. It's all about weight choice. And I'm really good at picking the weight that takes me to failure on every set. That's what we want though, right? Every set, guys. All right, so we're on 11 to 12 reps, guys. 11 to 12 reps. Oh, yeah. We added 1 rep. All right. Rear delts now, guys. This is where it gets fun. All right. All right. Okay. Love that. This is where you realize what type of shape your heart's in, what type of shape your muscles are in, especially when you're doing this with proper form, y'all. The only thing that matters is proper form on rear delts. Don't be a hero that looks like a 0 in the gym doing rear delts, guys. Because I see a lot of people that do rear delts that have absolutely no clue how to hit the rear delts. Guys, this ain't hitting rear delts. All right? That ain't hitting your rear delts, chat. That's hitting your upper mid back, all right? So we're gonna actually hit rear delts. We're gonna hit rear delts, chat. All right? The most weight people can properly lift on rear delts is probably 20 pounds. A 300-pound bodybuilder who's on massive amounts of steroids is doing 20-pound rear delt exercises like this, guys. 20 pounds. All right, you don't need the whole gym for this. You just need to do it properly. You need to really target the rear delt, nice, slow, and controlled, and you need to learn how to stretch. Okay? We're trying to put our rear delt in the most lengthened position and take it to the shortened position, okay? That's all we're doing, guys. 20 reps. And I probably could go up in weight.
I will when I get into a commercial gym next month. But right now, I think the only thing I got here is 15s. See that? Lengthen right here. Lengthen. Shorten. That's 20 solid reps. I've definitely gotten stronger, man. Definitely gotten stronger since last week. Oh, we do have 12 and a halves. All right, we're going to 12 and a halves after this set, chat. Okay, guys, we're not gonna make the same mistake we made last week, all right? The mistake I made last week was I trained my weaker side, my smaller side last, all right? We're not gonna do that. So this next set, we're gonna train our left side because my left rear delt, my posterior delt is smaller, all right? And that's because for a long time, I thought my right side was smaller, and I thought my right lat was smaller. So I started doing a lot of back with my right side and really focusing on my right side, and guess what? My rear delt on my right side got much bigger, it's much thicker. I can tell just by when I do certain movements. See how easy that is to get behind the head? See how much harder that is? My back on my right side is bulkier. My rear delt is bigger. So when you have a bigger side, okay, you need to be training your weaker, smaller side first. Because whether you want to believe it or not, by the time you get done doing 20 reps with one side, cardiovascularly, it's going to be harder to do 20 sets, a set of 20 on your other side than if you just started with the other side first. So always prioritize your weaker side, guys. All right, so guys, the most I want to drop here, rep-wise, is like 2 reps, that's it. I want to get at least 18 reps, no matter what. And we're gonna hit our weaker side first. Another benefit to doing this is when my arm is fully extended on this opposite side, I'm keeping a stretch on my rear delt over here, okay? I'm lengthening my rear delt on the opposite side. See? It's in a lengthened position on my right side now, see that? And I'm leaning into it, I'm stretching it out even more. Wow, I've really put on some strength in the last week. Wild. 15s. Guys, this is wild. I'm gonna do my last set with 15s, guys. That is, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's a 2.5 pound difference week over week, guys. All right, let's get our last set in, guys. 15s. We've added 2.5 pounds, guys. 20 reps. All right, guys, we're gonna come in here. The head of the dumbbell is gonna touch the shoulder. Make sure when you're doing this, guys, one elbow's not out here, all right? Look, don't hike, see this? You don't want any of this happening either. You don't want your shoulder to hike either, guys. So, make sure everything's set properly. Your shoulder's not hiking in between each rep like this. Your elbow is not doing this. That means your side is too weak. If your side is too weak to lift that dumbbell properly, you need to drop the weight for that week or that month, or if it takes you 3 months, until you're building up your side that's weaker until it's even with this side, because you want to make sure that the dumbbells are traveling on the same plane, guys. All right? This is not the same plane. All right? So, they want to travel on the same plane. And you don't want to see any of this, guys. You don't want to see any of this. Shoulders down. If you need to do it one arm at a time, and you need to set your hand up here, guys, you can do it like this, all right? This is why I like to do 90-90s, man. This is why I don't like to do this, but I like to do 90-90s, because when you come out here to do a 90-90, you're really, really, really focusing on the front and medial deltoid, all right? Especially if you get like a little bit of a turn in there. And now I'm getting medial deltoid involved right there when I'm doing that. But it's much easier to feel if you're trying to cheat when you do a 90-90, which means a 90-degree bend right here, all right? And 90 here. So when you do a 90-90, it's much harder to cheat than it is here, okay? So we're gonna do, man, I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know if I need to go up in weight. Have I been going up in weight or going down in weight? Okay, I went up in weight, then I went down in weight. What do I want to do here? I want to go down in weight. I'm gonna start at my heaviest, guys, and we're gonna go down in weight, okay? I added weight and a rep. I'm definitely hitting 100-pound dumbbells for a set of 4 to 6 now. Overhead, guys. 100%. I probably could have got 11 on, yeah, I could definitely do 100s fresh. Definitely do 100s fresh for a set of 4 to 6. I don't feel any pain, guys. That's what you're shooting for, guys. You're really shooting for The feeling in your shoulders, when you're all the way down, the head of the dumbbell is touching your shoulder, there's no feeling whatsoever, none. No pain, no pain, no pain, no pain. It comes down, it goes up, no impingements. If you train shoulders properly, if you keep your elbows on the right plane, if you're training them properly, if you're doing the proper warm-up, if you're feeding your body what it needs to heal itself, I don't know why people get shoulder, I know why people get shoulder pain, but it's non-existent for me now, non-existent. You just gotta train properly, guys. You gotta train properly. You gotta warm up, you gotta train properly, and you gotta eat properly. You won't have any more pains, guys. And honestly, listen, I'll show you guys a stretch at the end of my workout that really helped me get my shoulders set the right place. All right, so we're gonna drop 5 pounds, and I'm gonna go up in reps, guys. So we're gonna drop 5 pounds, we're gonna go up in reps. Now I do wanna increase the weight. I would love to increase the weight right now, but I'm not going to, guys. I'm not gonna ego lift. I just know that I'm stronger week over week, so next week I'll start with 75s with this, okay? So that's all we're doing, guys. That's all we're doing. I've hit failure on everything else, so I didn't need to hit failure there, right? Every set doesn't need to be to failure. But now I know week over week that I've gotten stronger. So next week I'll start with 75s. And then we'll go to 80s, then we'll go to 85s and 90s and so on, guys. We're gonna play. I gotta get a song going. Once the song gets going, guys, we're gonna grab the 65s and we're gonna go into a set of 11, I believe. I think I'm gonna try to bang out 11. Let's do it. All right. Starting to fatigue here, guys. We need 2 more reps, though. 2 more reps. I'm definitely starting to fatigue. I hit a wall right there that I didn't want to hit. So we're gonna give ourselves like 10 seconds, and then we're gonna bang out 2 more reps. Boy, I definitely hit a wall there. I wasn't expecting to hit that wall. All right, we're going to jump up to 15s right now. We're gonna jump up to 15s, bang out our second set, and if we need to drop down to 12 and a half, we'll drop down to 12 and a half. Guys, all I'm doing here, when I'm doing this exercise, is I'm imagining dragging my hand along the floor for as long as possible, all right? I'm not trying to lift the dumbbell, I'm trying to drag it, all right? With my hand, knuckles against the floor, keeping the tension on the rear delt. This little knob right here, so annoying. The dumbbell kept hitting that thing. That's annoying.